A friend of mine reached out to me and said he was concerned that I have placed myself outside of the church by taking the Sedevacantist position. So I wanted to respond to him and to anyone else who may be concerned about this by making it clear that we hold and defend and protect everything that the Catholic Church has presented to us as coming from Jesus Christ. We believe and firmly hold all of the dogmas and doctrines concerning the primacy of Peter, the chair of St. Peter, the dogmas and doctrines, the keys, the Holy Ghost guiding the Supreme Pontiff, the titles, all of it. What we have a difficulty with are the men who have now declared themselves to teach something contrary to what Christ taught. See, our defense and our love is of Jesus Christ. It's not a hatred for men, but a love for Christ and for the church, and therefore for the truth. And so we have sought this truth. And we realized very early on that when these men placed themselves in this position to have an authority that would be acknowledged by the world, but to use it in order to gain for themselves rather than to gain for you, we felt we needed to step in and make a declaration. This declaration of Sedevacantism is a judgment about truth and goodness. And it's also a judgment about error and evil, which is the privation of truth and goodness. Hopefully, you will appreciate the fact that your priests and bishops make good judgments, because the judgment is a conclusion to a theological inquiry. And as a conclusion, though, it's not the end. It means now we know how to act. We know the correct moral means of how to come to an end, which is the beatific vision, to be forever with God. If we come to a false conclusion, then we will encourage men to make immoral acts. And that will never lead you to heaven, to the beatific vision. And this is why we take this stand so strongly, why we use our staff in order to come after these men who are thought by most of the world to be popes, to be speaking for Christ and the church, because they're frauds. They are truly wolves in sheep's clothing, and they need to be exposed for who they are. So please continue to be concerned for the salvation of my soul and of every person's soul. Seek out the truth. Love what is good. Do what is good. And follow Jesus Christ. That is to say what St. Augustine said, follow the truth wherever it leads you. Do not be afraid of that. And proclaim your Catholic faith and your love for God in the midst of friends or family or the world or whatever it may be. Never compromise. This is what it means to take today the Sedevacantist position. It is not putting you outside of the church. It's putting you directly in front of her to protect and defend her. God bless and keep you.